Once again, welcome to my chat room. We are going to talk about Little Tay, a girl that was at the age of 9, the celebrity, influencer, YouTuber, rapper. And information, is she alive or dead? We are going to check as well energy of her brother Jason that was at that age when she so-called died, literally 21 and she was 14. And we're going to talk, is that a true or not? Are they still alive? So let's start from Lil Tay. Little Tay, Little Tay, Little Tay breakdown. Wow, and she feels sorry. One second, guys. And I'm going to return. Wow, for the media. Wow, but a little bit later, suddenly, I'm going to surprise you for the third party, maybe the brother thing. Wow. So it's not true, guys. She just had to follow the rule of the court. My saying is here that, look at, it's not truth. The truth is that the court literally asked her that she's underage and that she should stop doing the medias, and under the father claiming just some time before her disappearance that the father wanted to take from a mother, and mother here, she cannot talk, like ask from a court not to talk. Does mother knows the real truth? Yes, the mother knows the real truth, but the mother is asked to avoid the media. Literally through that court decision was asked to avoid any kind of information about her children, and that seems like a public secret. Check out. Is Little Tay alive again? We said the answer was yes, she's alive. She just moved by the court, and she was pushed to leave, as you see, Five of Pentacles towards the work card, covering the work card. She was asked to leave the work, leave the media. It's very simple, and I have pre-feeling that's the truth, yes. So the father was the one that asked this. Is father going to gain the rest of the money even when she's away? That's what it is. It's so clear that the father wanted her to protect her by the court, but as well, he wants to use her money as well. Will mother talk this year about this? Because everybody's talking. It seems like a lover of the father will start to talk. Check out. The lover of the father will start to talk. It's very interesting reading. We are getting information suddenly through the media, even if the media were banned all this period. But it's not by chance that we are remembering her death that happened somewhere in the middle of Canada during the so-called statement official of our media. It was arranged to use somebody's as accident as well. When you Google that accident, I think somewhere in Canada with the jet ski, literally over the lake, crashing two jet skis, like 4 people injured and one from them, that's the young girl, so underage girl. And there is no names of anybody, there is no names, there is no initiative as well, there is no statement that her brother is dead as well. After all, 2021, the brothers show up trying to do the fun GoFundMe to save his sister. That takes us to the conclusion that she's not dead. correct. That's another thing. So I'm going to use once more another tarot deck. Let's finish first with the Little Tay reading, and then I'm going for the her brother. So let's see. Is Little Tay alive? She's just on her own, somehow isolated. She missed, of course, media, but she was asked literally to, for her own sake, uh, to make a break as an underage person. I do see her coming back. Look at when she break through, when she get to that age of legally being adult by the law of the country where she is now. I'm guessing with her father energy. In that country. Is it the same 21 years old? Welcome to leave me in the comments later on when you see this video, guys. Is it in Canada the same law like in US that you're becoming adult at the age of 21? So just count how many more years we have to wait to hear from her. She's going to break through. Exactly. And as well, wow, everything is staged. Look at this card. Yes. So she waits this charade to pass because of the law protecting this underage and underage people. It's so true. There is a proof that her father, I put the cards over the father figure, that he's using her money. I get that clarifies the card of there is a proof, enlightenment, and of course everybody knows that that's why he pulled out that suddenly he wants to reappear in the life, because her mother, Little Tay, and Jason's mother was like a single mother divorce, living in US, and then he showed up when she was suddenly celebrity, and there was a lot of cash coming from online business of these children, orchestrated by, managed by her brother Jason, and her father idea was literally to be in charge of this. What he was hoping, he was as well that sudden idea, that sudden statement of the court, it didn't suit him. Like he wanted to have protection and take care of the children, but on other side, as Jason is adult, he cannot he cannot control Jason on one side, and on other side, as he didn't expect court to have that trick that that was striking for him, a little bit shocking. He was fighting for taking over the underage Lil Tay, but on other side, I do believe Claire Hope, that's her full name. Little Tay is that artistic name and pseudonym. And on other side, it seems like the court decision was as well triggering him. He was not so happy about this decision as well, of the full decision of the court. He had to leave the business as well. So like he's taking care of her, but as well she has to be in that isolation, like go back, leave the work, that's the decision of the court, the children, they don't work, and as well go back to the school. And she feels very isolated. Like literally she's very, very isolated, somehow in protected school. And the incomes that she had, like literally like they're paying off by her own money at her private school. But as well, there is that feeling of there will be a talk of the lover. Again, I have few times the card of the lover. We are going to have a message from the lover of the father, leaving him, the lover of Little Tay father living, and and that person, I mean her opinion will give us some more relief about the truth. So by this, I think it's just under the shade. It's literally she's alive, guys. Don't do not worry. And there was never the statement of any of California or back in Canada, Alberta, I believe, or Vancouver, wherever she was living. I mean, her parents, other parent, father was living. There was no statement of Canadian or U.S. side of her certificate of death. So that's a proof that that's confirming my reading as well. But as well, there is like a silence. There is order to silence and leave anything connection with, leave the medias. That's how I see it. So Five of Pentacle covering the Page of Swords and Knight of Swords idea. It's like a strike decision, and the Star card. And it seems like Mama was the one pursuing and letting children be involved into the media, and that's why the children were literally pulled out by the father. Again, I'm going to check up the energy of Mama. And again, guys, like literally my children, when they were young, they didn't want even to use the telephone because they said it's not healthy, it's electromagnetic pollution, and that's true. And what kind of parent is that mother that let her use the telephone? And this is constantly being over the internet, and of course not studying, neglecting her education. That's really get involved in her final personality as a future adult. Guys, girls and boys, please do go back to the bibliothèque, library, however you name it, and go and read a lot of things. Take the books in your hands and read the things that are connected to your subject, even if your professor don't ask for that. Just read a lot and avoid reading over the iLibrary, over the telephone, again, because you're destroying your eye structure as well. That's why I have protection always. I have eye pressure doing just YouTube just 2 years, and like I'm not doing so constantly, like and I'm avoiding using the telephone as well meanwhile after the live stream. But on the other side, I do a lot of research, reading, the crime scene investigation. I have eye pressure. The youngsters, they take this, they tend these days, all the children, to before even the age of 10, they have the prescription eyeglasses. That's really not what it used to be. Before, it used to be just usually a nerdy person that used to read a lot to have the glasses, and now it's like reverse. And so it's damaging eyes, damaging you. It's so stressful for the rest of your body, and the growing body with these body cells, like it's totally polluted the body in a phase where until the age before 26 should grow all the cells in the body. Like really do not recommend telephone and mobile cellular phone, however you're going to call it, near you as well. Any kind of Wi-Fi connection inside of the living space for too long, Wi-Fi to be too long in your living, and especially to turn it off, guys. I do warning, I do always say switch off the Wi-Fi before you sleep. And just example, when I was off to sea for 1 month all over the islands in Greece, I didn't use Wi-Fi signal, and I started to dream every night, correct. And on the other side, I noticed even my puppy, she was as well dreaming. She was really relaxed and dreaming. She was really having a fun. While on the other side, when we returned back in one of the apartments where is a Wi-Fi signal, wow, here it is immediately all over the night. The puppy sometimes is waken, and then as well, I don't dream. There is zero dream in a Wi-Fi zone. Sorry, even if we are sleeping surrounding with the crystals. So, like I said, avoid the mobile telephones, the young generation, and whatever is here range, yes, it's a fake death. It's like arranged from the court, but as well, she's going to return with the card of Six of Wands, Little Tay, and she's going to return being independent, her own boss with the Ace of Pentacle card. Look at returning back. That's great expression, correct? And I'm going to put this secret card, secret here. Avoid the medias. And let's see, Mother. And one more thing. Jason Tay tried to abuse her name, to use her name for GoFundMe, for saving and helping freeing Little T. 2021 GoFundMe. Was she really alive 2021 as well? Because the news of her death in that skiing jet ski accident, it's coming from just internet source with no proof full names, with no death certificates as well. It's from 2019. So why 2021 Jason, her brother, is having that idea of protests, trying to help up from community. It's not material thing. It's like, wow, the unity, that unity, as you see, was released. And it seems like that unity between brother and sister was 2021 released, and at that period he was trying to manifest freeing her and returning back home to mother and Jason. That's the whole try to manifest through that media. Look at that person like Jason, thinking over, working hard in this bureau office thing, and like trying over the internet to bring back the sister. And that was the GoFundMe idea. Free Little Tay. And again, on the other side, she's free, as you see, and she's going to return just as adult. As well, however, she was a public figure. She's going to talk about this in future. It's just a crossroad in her life path that was determined from decision of the court, as you see, under the contract, as well by divorce of the parents. Definitely seems like this was an interruption with the divorce of the parents. When she break through, the last card here is a Fool card, and the Fool card confirms the first start of belief. The start of belief, Ace of Pentacle, Fool card, and Six of Wands is giving me vibes that she's returning back, but as adult, not before. I must say, wow. Jason is having some new connection. It seems like there was a misinterpretation with the Five of Cups and Judgment card. There was a misinterpretation, pardon, of Jason's action. He really wanted to help her, but the community was really judgmental about her. And second, will she make a collaboration back with her brother Jason? On the bottom is father figure, that, wow, that he's faking. Father was faking these ideas. The father, wow, arranging this fake situation all over. This father used her financial, was father using her financial things? Remember all these girls, including Britney Spears. And one second. Wow, yes, look at that, of Pentacles. Did father broke a promise? Did he took her things. I just hear bankruptcy because there is a Nine of Cups, like he broke the promise about using her assets. Yes, it seems like there is, wow, it seems like as well. One second, like he's hiding something. There is something like on his own. He pull up some money on his account. Will Little Tay sue her father to return the money? Yes, of course. Is she unsafe? I think that she's just unsafe just without internet. It was really striking to have that rehab from the internet. Guys, eventually we all have to think that when children get involved or anybody, even adults, get all over the internet, it's really not healthy. And it was really like they put her on a program of rehab, literally rehab from internet. So she's literally forbidden to have anything in the house. And will a father new girl talk about this? Who is going to talk? Somebody, yes, there is a daring card. There will be a new girl who is a father that will going to talk about. That's what I see. Sorry, guys. And you see, it's like obstruction. The old cards were falling apart. And that will be surprising for us as well. On the start, I have Knight of Swords with other deck. It will surprise us all, but like it will be releasing the news that something that we already, the public, somehow we were guessing. Yes, from the lover of the father. So guys, believe me, in the future we're going to hear more about not about her, about Little Tay, but she's going back to work. I'm going to ask one more deck. Is she going back to work? 1 second. Is Little Tay as adult returning back to work, online business? Yes. Wow, look at the career card. Just do check it. It's your destiny. You cannot avoid it, even if it's a small break. Great, great, great. And look at that card, returning girl as well. The last card here. So cool. So I'm going to put 1 second, guys. Let me just do this. 1 second. Wow, wow, wow. 1 second. 60 seconds. Little Tay will return. It's her destiny to return back to a career. Look at that card. Returning back to a career. It's her destiny to work. Just her father has put this obstacle with that court decision. We had on the start the court card, decision of the court. Literally to avoid the media. She had to leave the media that her mother was promoting. And yes, he's using her assets. The father, unfortunately, he's breaking the promise. He's using her assets, and she's going literally to be brave to confront him as adult. You can calculate when is adult age arriving of little Tay, and she's going to return. She was in rehab from the internet. She was literally, so everything that was statement over the internet was really fake, that she's dead. She's alive and breaking through, being her own boss as adult. Okay. I'm going to hashtag free Lil Tay as well. Let's see what will happen. It's a short version on TikTok. It will be a short version as well here on YouTube. Do check out the both. Hit the subscribe if you like this material, and subscribe here on YouTube and Instagram, and put a alarm bell on the notification to see me next time with my celebrity readings as well. Check up the celebrity red flags. Justice will be served, and let's pray that Lil Tay will return.